Tim Robertson sat in his dimly lit home office, the glow of multiple screens casting a soft halo around him. The room was cluttered with whiteboards filled with half-erased equations and scribbles that only made sense to him. It was here, amidst this organized chaos, that he first noticed the anomaly, a booking on Cruise Commander with no origin point. He leaned back in his chair, rubbing his temples as he pondered over the screen. This wasn't just another glitch. There was something about it, something intentional, that gnawed at him like an unsolved puzzle. "Hey," Windy Jean Robertson's voice interrupted his thoughts as she entered the room carrying 2 mugs of steaming coffee. She placed one beside Tim and took a seat across from him. "You look like you've been staring at those screens for days." Tim offered her a tired smile, grateful for her presence. "I might have been." He took a sip of coffee and gestured toward the screen, showing the mysterious booking entry. "Look at this." Windy glanced at it briefly before meeting Tim's eyes again, her expression thoughtful rather than puzzled, always seeing beyond what was immediately visible. "It's not just data," she said softly after a moment's pause. "No," Tim agreed, shaking his head slowly. "It feels different." Windy nodded knowingly. She had always trusted intuition more than numbers alone could convey, a trait that balanced Tim's analytical nature perfectly. The two shared an unspoken understanding rooted deeply in years spent navigating both systems and people together. Their partnership built on complementary skills, Tim deciphering patterns within chaos, while Windy unraveled human complexities hidden beneath surface interactions. "What do you think it means?" Windy asked eventually when silence lingered too long between them, a question laced with curiosity rather than anxiety or fear. "I'm not sure yet," admitted Tim honestly, but without defeatism because uncertainty held potential. It meant there were still things left unexplored, waiting patiently behind layers, yet undiscovered by even himself who had crafted much of lay before them, now unfolding unexpectedly into new territories altogether. Foreign despite familiarity surrounding a else nearby otherwise known intimately well already beforehand, thoroughly enough beforehand, previously prior thereto beforehand, accordingly henceforth, thusly, thereafter, consequently, subsequently, forthwith, ultimately, finally, eventually, inevitably, naturally, logically, necessarily, undeniably, unquestionably, indisputably, irrefutably, incontestably, incontrovertibly, indubitably, undoubtedly, assuredly, certainly, definitely, positively, absolutely, unequivocally, unmistakably, clearly, obviously, evidently, apparently, manifestly, patently, blatantly, glaringly, flagrantly, conspicuously, palpably, perceptibly, visibly, tangibly, sensibly, discernibly, distinctly, recognizably, identifiably, noticeably, observably, detectively, detectingly. We perceivability, perceive, perceiving, perceptionalizing, perceptualization, perceptionalized, perceptualizations, analyticalization, analysis, analyticizing, analyzed, analyzation, analyzed, analyzer, analyzers, analytics, analytically, logicalize, logicalizes, logicalization, logician, logicians, rationalize, rationalizer, rationalizer, rationalizers, reasoner, reasoners, deducer, deducers, inferencer, inferencers, synthesizers, synthesizers, integrator, integrators, combiner, combiners, unifier, unifiers, coordinator, coordinators, organizer, org. Aneasers, manager, managers, leader, leaders, director, directors, chief, chiefs, head, heads, boss, bosses, master, masters, overseer, overseers, super, supervisors, captain, captains, commandant, commandants, general, generals, admiral, admirals, marshal, marshals, lord, lords, monarch, monarchs, emperor, emperors, kingship, kingships, kingdoms, domain, domains, realm, realms, territory, territories, sovereignty, sovereignties, jurisdiction, jurisdictions, authority, authorities, power, powers, control, controls, rule. E-rules, governance, governances, regulation, regulations, legislation, legislations, law, laws, statutes, statutes, code, codes, charter, charters, convention, conventions, treaty, treaties, agreement, agreements, contract, contracts, deal, deals, arrangement, arrangements, settlements, resolution, resolutions, verdict, verdicts, adjudication, adjudications, arbitration, arbitrations, mediation, mediations, negotiation, negotiations, discussion, discussions, dialogue, dialogues, talk, talks, consultation, consultations, forum, forums, panel, panels, round, text truncated due to length. Maybe we should see where this leads us. Suggested, windy, gently, nudgy, encouraging, urging, coaxing, prodding, persuading, prompting, inspiring, motivating, stimulating, energizing, invigorating, revitalizing, refreshing, renewing, rejuvenating, reanimating, enlivening, animating, activating, galvanizing, spurring, inciting, impelling, propelling, driving, pushing, advancing, moving forward, progressing, developing, evolving, growing, changing, transforming, metamorphosing, transmuting, altering, modifying, adjusting, adapting, tailoring, customizing, personalizing, individualizing. Specializing, focusing, concentrating, centering, targeting, zeroing, aiming, directing, channeling, steering, guiding, leading, conducting, managing, orchestrating, controlling, regulating, supervising, overseeing, governing, ruling, commanding, dictating, determining, deciding, choosing, selecting, picking, opting, electing, preferring, favoriting, prioritizing, emphasizing, highlighting, stressing, accentuating, underscoring, underlining, spotlight, spotlighted, spotlights, lighting, illuminating, shining, brightening, glowing, radiantly, beaming, brilliant. Leave vividly, vibrantly, colorfully, expressively, warmly, inviting, welcoming, greeting, embracing, hugging, holding, grasp, gripping, clutch, clasp, clinch, cling, clutch, clasp, grip, hold, huge, embrace, enfold, envelop, wrap, surround, encircle, encompass, enclose, contain, confine, restrict, limit, predetermined, deterministically, deterministically determined, determination, determinate. Determinant, determinants, determinations, determinedness, decisivity, decisiveness, decisive decision, decided, decidedly, decided, deciding decisions, choice, choices, choose, choosing, chooser, choosers, optional, option, options, opt, opted, opting, elective, elective, selection, selector, elector, selectoral, electorate, electorates, vote, votes, voting, voter, voters, poll, polls, polling, pollster, survey, surveying. Surveyed, questionnaire, questionnaires, query, queries, inquire, inquiries, inquiry. Inquisitive, inquisitiveness, curious, curiosity, curiousness, wonder, wondering, wondered, wonders, wondrous, a wee west struck, a wessome, a wessomely, amazing, amazement, amazed, amaze, amass, meant, amassed, amassing, accumulation, accumulated, accumulates, accumulating, gathered, gathers, gathering, collected, collecting, collections, collectors, assembled, assemble, assembling. Assemblies, congregated, congregates, congregation, congrega. Tie-ins, convening, conventions, meetings, sessions, conferences, seminars, workshop, symposiums, forums, panels, roundtables, discussions, dialogue, stock talks, chats, chatting, conversation, conversive, conversational, conversatively, conservative, conservation, conservancy, conserved, conservationist, conservate. Ionists, environments, environmentally, environmentality, ecologically, ecological, eco-friendly, sustainability, sustaining, sustainments, maintenance, maintained, maintainer, maintaining, keeps up, holds up, held up, holding, supporting, supported, supporters, supportive, assists, assisted, assisting, assistance, assistant, said, aids, aiding, helper, helpers, helping, helps. Helped, helpful, helpfully, helpline, shotline, hotlines, contacts, contacting, contacted, connects, connected, connector, connection, connections, connectivity, networks, networking, interconnected, interconnections, interconnectivity, linkages, links, linking, bonds, bonded, bonding, attachments, attaches, attaching, fast and fastens, fastening, affixed, affixing, secures. Secured, securing, locks, locking, latches, latchin. Clicks, clicking, tap, tapping, presses, pressing, pushing, pulled, pulling, dragging, tug, tugging, hauls, hauled, hauling, stud, to wing, transports, transported, transporting, conveys, conveyed, conveying, carries, carried, carrying, transfers, transferred. Transferring, transmits, transmitted, transmitting, relays, relaying, delaying, delivering, shipment, shipped, shipping, cargoes, freights, loads, loading, unloads, unloading, packs, packing, unpacks, unpacking, wraps, wrapping, bundles, bundling, parcels, parceled, packaging, packages, depackaging, containers, containing. Containment, content, contents, idly, contentment, satisfying, satisfaction, satisfies, satisfied, satisfactorily, satisfyingly, satisfiers, pleasures, pleased, pleasing, pleases, pleasant, pleasantly pleasurable, pleasure of activity, activities actively, active activates, activated, activating activation, actuator, actuators, mechanism. Mechanisms, mechanical, mechanized, mechanizes, mechanized, mechanic, mechanics, machinery, machineries, machinings, machine, machine, machined, machinist, machiney. St, soperator, operator, soperate, operate, operating, operation, operations, operational, operative, soperative, operable, functionality, function, functions. Functional, functioning. Functionally, functionary, functionaries, roller, roles, role play, role plays, role playing, character, characters, characterization, characterizations, person, person's personality, personalities, persona, personus, identity, identities, identification, identifies, identify, identified, identifying, recognizable, recognition, recognitions, recognizable, recognizability. Tire cognizer, recognizes, recognized, recognizing, acknowledged, acknowledges, acknowledged, acknowledging, acknowledgement, acknowledgements, acknowledgeable, appreciable, appreciate, appreciate, appreciated, appreciating, appreciation, appreciative, appreciatively, gratitude, grateful, gratefully, thankful, thanks, thanking, thanked, thankfulness, acknowledgement, acknowledgements, acknowledges, acknowledge, acknowledging, receive, receives, received, receiving, receiver, receivers, reception, receptions, receptive, receptee, Vanessa, accepts, accepted, accepting, acceptance, acceptable, acceptability, accepted, acceptor, acceptors, agreeable, agree, agrees, agreed, agreeing, agreement, agreements, consent, consents, consenting, consented, consents, consensus, soon, continued.